Hi, welcome back to RPTV Weekly News Show. My name is Fred and my co-hosts are Kedar and Jabin. We present news that impacts on Regent Park and the surrounding areas. In this episode, we present the following news for September 1st to September 8th.
Toronto artists unsure what lies ahead as Artscape enters receivership. YouthWorx programs celebrates 10-year anniversary in Regent Park. Daniel Spectrum Summer Series presents Regent Park Fashion Show and Basketball Tournament. The 519 celebrates Back to School Bash with free backpacks and school supply giveaways. St. Jamestown Community celebrates Freedom Fest with Zero Hunger Campaign. Mayor Olivia Chow Executive Committee supports new revenue generating measures. City of Toronto proclaims Overdose Awareness Day. 3 injured in stabbing at Moss Park neighborhood on Monday, September the 4th. Events and jobs in Regent Park community.
Toronto artists unsure what lies ahead as Artscape enters receivership. Artscape, a Toronto nonprofit organization that has provided affordable housing and studio space for artists, has been placed into receivership, potentially threatening the homes and workspaces of hundreds of artists in the city. In a series of communications to tenants that began on Monday, August 28, 2023, Kelly Rintel, Chief Operating Officer to Artscape, delivered the shocking revelations that Artscape had become insolvent and that Toronto Artscape Inc. will be placed in receivership. Tenants have been informed that they will continue to have access to their spaces, and the receiver will determine the path forward for all existing Artscape contracts. Head leases and operating agreements will likely be assigned to a new operating entity in time. The receiver will also assume ownership of Toronto Artscape Inc. owned units and second mortgages.
Artscape is currently operating Artscape Young Place, Artscape Whitewood Barns, Artscape Gilbert Tar Point, Artscape Daniels Launchpad, Artscape Western Common, Artscape Sandbox, Artscape Distillery, Artscape Queen Street West, Parkdale Arts and Cultural Center, Artscape Lofts and Pace, Artscape Lofts at 210 Simcoe, Artscape Triangle Lofts, Artscape Bayside Lofts, Artscape Lofts at Waterworks, and of course, the Daniel Spectrum, where RPTV News is located. In Regent Park, Artscape was launched in 2012, a partnership between the Regent Park Arts Nonprofit Development Corporation, the Toronto Community Housing, and Daniels Corporation. Artscape's statement said the organization took on debt over the years and stretched even further during the pandemic with event spaces shuttered. The plan was to sell the Artscape Daniels Launchpad property at 130 Queens Quay East, a hub for creative entrepreneurs, to repay debt to its primary lender, but that did not happen. The Launchpad is owned and operated by Artscape, and the Daniels Corporation does not have any financial ownership or control of it.
In a statement, Daniels President and CEO Mitchell Cohen called the news a profound loss to the arts and cultural landscape. Artscape has inspired city builders in Toronto and around the world. Their commitment to supporting artists and creating vibrant communities has left an enduring mark on our city, he said. Mitchell Cohen added that what's surprising is that the bank, the city, and Artscape were unable to chart a path to restructure one of the most important cultural organizations in the country. On September 2nd, Mayor Olivia Chow said Artscape's receivership has been delayed for at least 30 days thanks to support from the city and TD Bank. In a message posted to X, formerly known as Twitter, on Saturday afternoon, Mayor Chow said Artscape is a vital source of affordable living and working space for Toronto's arts and culture community. Our city needs more, not less, affordable spaces for artists, she said. She added that a working group that includes city staff and philanthropic, business, and community leaders has been convened to develop a sustainable solution.
A group called Artscape United, representing 25 of those let go, also want to be included in discussions about the future of the agency. They also want to ensure that the spaces Artscape owns or operates will be preserved for artists. Thrown suddenly into a state of instability, we need fair and timely compensation, according to an open letter by Artscape Workers United released Monday on September the 4th. Many of us now struggle to afford rent or groceries. At the same time, we worry about the future of the city's vital art spaces and the communities that rely upon them. The workers say majority of Artscape Workers United employees were let go without notice last Monday. A move they say is unacceptable, considering that public funds and development fees help support the agency. We perform essential work while watching those in charge make risky and unaccountable decisions. Many of us offered warnings to little avail. The group is blaming management for failing to take action before the situation became a crisis. The workers maintain the circumstances leading to Artscape's current state were exasperated by management decision that ultimately resulted in significant debt accumulation.
In response, Artscape said recovering financially from the pandemic and meeting debt payments on its projects have proved challenging. Artscape continues to work with the city, TD Bank, other lenders, and community leaders to find solutions that will allow the organization to continue to support artists in Artscape spaces. In all, 44 full-time and part-time workers were let go last week, according to Artscape.
Toronto Community Housing YouthWorx program celebrates 10-year anniversary in Regent Park. YouthWorx is a comprehensive employment program that focuses on employing young people between the ages of 14 and 29 as youth community workers. The program is designed to reduce barriers to employment for youth. Youth community workers are hired for 8 weeks during the months of July and August in various small-scale labor jobs, including community cleanups, light repair jobs, community gardening, and beautification and painting. In addition to employment, youth are also provided with the opportunity to develop as a professional workplace leader. On August 23rd, TCHC hosted the YouthWorx 10-year anniversary celebration event in Regent Park, marking a decade of this high-impactful program. The reception featured networking between current and past youth community workers, family members and partners, dinner and award presentations. Toronto Community Housing released a video celebrating 10 years. We present you some segments with interviews about how the program came to be and how it aims to support communities courtesies of TCHC.
YouthWorx started in 2013 as part of the Year of the Youth. And so it was an employment initiative to actually hire young people that were having difficulty getting jobs elsewhere. It was also first-time employment for a lot of young people, 14, 15-year-olds. It was also a space for us to actually engage the larger community, do community beautification, and really focus on having other tenants meet with our youth. And so we were able to show young people in a positive light, getting them doing community cleanups, community beautification, and really contributing to their community in a positive way.
I think this program is a great opportunity. It's the first job experience for a lot of the youths. It opened doors where there are other job offerings, where the kids can take on leadership roles and upgrade themselves, upgrade their position titles. It's something that they get to put on a resume. They meet different people from different areas. They learn about other communities.
Well, I think it's an amazing opportunity because they made this program especially for us youth that need skills to find jobs or don't have enough experience. So you're able to gather that experience to go for other jobs. And they also help you apply to jobs too and help with your resume. So I feel like that's very helpful. I would recommend it for other people and youth in the community.
The program injects a sense of pride into the community. And that's why they get support from the community. It's not just some kids running around cleaning and stuff like that. This pride, this fulfillment, this giving back, it's true community at its very best. That's what YouthWorx is.
I think YouthWorx does an amazing job of providing employment opportunities for young people that face multiple barriers in entering the workforce. Beyond that though, there's a key factor of mentorship and also embedding life skills such as communication, leadership skills that is embedded throughout the process.
We learned anything from like CPR, financial aid workshops, mental health first aid, and different skills that would be necessary to gain higher employment. So only 3 of the days were really shadowing custodians in the community. The other 2 were working on building skills that can offer us employment in the future. I would recommend it to anybody in high school, really.
It feels good giving your day to the community, making it look a better place. Because this is where we live, this is where our life is, and this is where my life started and where it's continuing to go right now. And teach me every day how to be a better person, better man, how to give back and give your time and serve the community, serve the people that you're around. All these different things that add up and help me go on into the future and whatever career I have and choose to do.
You need the program like YouthWorx because what they bring, nobody else can bring. It just takes somebody to believe in us, for us to start to believe in ourselves, because when we're going through so much, how do we really pick ourselves up? This is what programs in housing, by housing, does for us.
Daniel Spectrum Summer Series presents Regent Park Fashion Show and Basketball Tournament. Summer Series aims to bring versatile programming and activities to the streets of Regent Park. Engage and inspire youth and families and provide meaningful training and employment opportunities. The purpose of this program is to animate the outdoor spaces of Regent Park during the summer months with a diverse range of free, community-focused arts programming. Summer Series was brought to you by Artscape and it was funded by Tridel and the TCHC. Community members joined for a series of free and fun events and activities that took place around the Daniel Spectrum. 2 exciting events that took place during the month of August were the Bubble Soccer / Basketball Tournament and Barbecue with Healing as One, hosted on Saturday, August the 26th. And the Regent Park Fashion Show with the Sewing Fun on Thursday, August the 31st. RPTV reporter Dawar Naim was at the Regent Park Fashion Show to speak to interview community members. Now let's hear what they have to say.
We just had an amazing fashion show. Very grateful for the community members who showed up. CMSs who are working very hard to make this clothing or the fashion show to make it happen. And they were working 7 days a week to make sure that everybody has perfect fit. And I'm grateful for everything, and we had amazing food. The fashion show, the people who were running, and we have from TCHC staff members, we have a little girl, we have elders, we have very diverse backgrounds of the community members who run on the fashion show. The clothing is amazing, and if you want any of them, the clothing that need to be sewn or alteration, anything that you want to make it happen, and contact the Center for Community Learning and Development. They will help you to make it happen. And then also I want to take a NIP, Neighborhood Information Post, and it was last minute, and they were giving us donation of raffle towards the prize. We had 8 prizes to give out, and all the winner was there, and it was very successful, and I'm grateful, and always Regent Park focus for capturing and documenting all the events. And I want to say thank you guys as well. Everybody who participated from TCHC, staff from Artscape, to make sure this will be successful. And this is also from Summer Series grants that make it happen, and the animator who help us set up and break down. And I want to say thank you everyone who this possible to make it happen, this event.
This ensemble features a red tunic with a pouch pocket over cottonette lounge pants.
Are so important to communities like Regent Park because they allow the community to celebrate all the amazing talent and skill.
I had such a wonderful time. The models, I got to tell you, they were spectacular. They were really, really entertaining, very professional. And the designers, oh, props to the designers. Those were absolutely beautiful outfits.
Also made by
Every time I come here to Daniel Spectrum, I am impressed with how much Daniel Spectrum and Artscape give back to the community. Last year, as a hub and a center for the Fringe Festival, they were an amazing resource. The number of culturally diverse performances I saw during the Fringe Festival this year were amazing. As we were planning our community event for this evening, which was a sewing event, last night when we were here planning, there was a group putting on a show about arts in the parks. This facility is used all the time. It gives back to the community. It's a positive space. It's about growth. It's about acceptance. And it's about sharing and developing as a community. And what it does to reach out and support artists and creators, not only here in Regent Park, but across a whole city, is a huge benefit to who we are as Torontonians.
St. Jamestown Community celebrates Freedom Fest with Zero Hunger campaign. On August 26, St. Jamestown Community celebrated Freedom Fest 2023 at Wesley and St. James Avenue from 1 to 6 p.m. The event was brought by Freedom City, an outreach-based Christian organization that is focused on serving the low-income and underemployed residents in St. Jamestown, which is the most densely populated area per square foot in Canada, with over 25,000 people living in 22 buildings situated on one city block. There were barbecue, music, activities for kids, and lots of donations. Families received hundreds of back-to-school items such as backpacks, new and gently used clothing, household essentials, food items, furniture, and other resources. City Councilor Chris Moyes, 51 Division Toronto Police Service, and Sergeant Farms joined this event in support of St. Jamestown Community. At the Freedom Fest, Michael Gomez, founder and director at Freedom City, launched the Zero Hunger St. Jamestown campaign to eliminate food insecurity in the community of St. Jamestown and residents in nearby downtown Toronto areas. I was at the Freedom Fest to interview community members. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hi, hello everybody. My name is Chris Moyes. I'm a city councillor for Toronto Centre, Ward 13. We're here in the great St. Jamestown celebrating Freedom Fest 2023. It's hosted by Freedom City. They're one of the organizations who come here on a regular basis to support the community in various ways. By food distribution, gifts and toys for the kids, many other things that they do on a regular basis. So I'm always happy to come here and support Freedom Fest and to support the community by extension. And it's always nice to see everybody.
Freedom Fest.
Freedom Fest, Freedom Fest.
Music, play the song back from
Freedom Fest 2023, our 9th edition. I want to welcome each and every one of you. I will welcome some opening remarks from Pastor Michael Gomes.
I just want to say a big welcome to everyone to Freedom Fest 2023. Put your hands together, somebody. Come on. Big welcome to everyone. Special welcome to our councillor, Mr. Chris Moyes. Put your hands together for our councillor, Chris Moyes.
It's great to be here once again in St. Jamestown. For me, when I come here, it feels like home. Welcome to Freedom Fest 2023. We're still in 2023. And thank you to Freedom City, again, for showing up every time, not just today, but every day. I've come to many events now that Freedom Fest hosts, and I'm always heartfelt, feel warmed by the work that they do and continue to serve our community. Thank you to the leaders, thank you to all the volunteers, but more importantly, thank you to you, the community, for also being here and supporting one another, as St. Jamestown always has and always will do. So I'm very excited for the possibilities of what's happening here today. There's many activities taking place for the children, for the adults. I know that there's food being handed out and there's some entertainment going to take place. And I'm so excited to be here to share with you on this special day. And fingers crossed, double fingers crossed, and toast too that the rain does not happen. But for now, it seems to be, staying away. But again, it's great to be here with all of you. Thank you.
A round of applause for the councillor. And now we'll have just a few words from Division 51.
Hello, everyone. It's an amazing opportunity to be here to share in this wonderful event. It's the Freedom City. They have been doing so many good things in this part of our city. In St. Jamestown, which is my community. I'm the neighborhood community officer in this area, and I've been serving here for just a little bit over a year now. It's been an amazing experience. Wonderful people coming together, people working together collaboratively for the better good. This is what we want. We want you to understand and to appreciate that the fact that you have a police officer presence here, we're here for you. We're here to socialize with you. We're here to talk with you. We're here to answer any personal questions that you have that you wouldn't normally ask. And in any capacity that we can help, we're here. And again, thank you guys for having us here. Thank you to Pastor Michael for putting on this event, and everybody have a great time. Thank you.
Freedom Fest 2023! Are you guys having a great time?
So I'm Michael Gomes. I'm a pastor, and today we have Freedom Fest 2023. The name of our organization is Freedom City, and we have been serving St. Jamestown and other communities in the GTA for the past 9 years. Freedom Fest is our largest annual event, and we have a lot of stuff happening here. It's basically a big community barbecue, summer celebration, a time of encouragement for the community, inspiration, and we are here to provide the community with all kinds of resources that we can get our hands on. We have, of course, the barbecue. We have food, groceries. We have the kids' back-to-school tent and lots of resources for the tents. And behind me here, in front of me, in fact, we will soon start a big distribution of household items mainly from Amazon. So yeah, we are here. This is our 9th Freedom Fest. In these times, people going through lots of difficulties, hardship. It's a time of encouragement and support for the community of St. Jamestown. We also have people coming out from other parts of Toronto that come to this event here. So not just St. Jamestown, people hear about Freedom Fest or other events that we do, and they come out from wherever they are because we just want to be an encouragement and a blessing to as many people as we can. Zero hunger, St. Jamestown. That means that we do not want anyone living in this community to be without food, not even for one single day. We will be posting a 1-800 number that anyone can call in. We'll be posting an email that anyone can send an email to. Nobody living in this community should be out of food for themselves or their family. What does this look like? So we will be doubling and tripling the amount of food that we are bringing into St. Jamestown. Presently, we bring about 4,000 pounds of food every week. Every week, 4,000 pounds of food. We will be doubling it to 8,000 every single week. Fridays and Saturdays, starting soon. We will announce the Friday. We will be announcing the Friday within a week or two. Who is happy for this? Who is happy for this? Zero hunger. Say zero hunger. Zero hunger. St. Jamestown.
The 519 celebrates Back to School Bash with free backpack and school supplies giveaway. On August 26, the 519 celebrated their 7th annual Back to School Bash at Barbara Hall Park, inviting St. James, Moss Park, and Church Wellesley communities for a free event as families get ready for the new school year. The family-friendly event had delicious food, live DJ and performances, bouncy castles, and games. MPP Christine Wong-Tam joined the celebration to connect with residents and visitors. RPTV reporter Fred Alvarado was at the event to interview community members. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hi everyone, my name is Barb. I use she, her pronouns.
Hi, my name is Vanessa. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the coordinator for youth advocacy programs at the 519.
And I'm the coordinator for the Public Health Justice team. So today we are here on the 7th annual Back to School Bash, which is an event that has been happening since 2016. It started at Moss Park, and it's a great event where we have that last burst of fun before school actually starts. For today's event, we have yummy meals from Diners Corners, we have art making, bouncy castles, hair cutting, and of course the amazing backpack distribution. And I'm gonna pass over to my colleague and friend Vanessa, who are gonna speak to the importance of this event.
So this event is more important than ever. The cost of living is extremely high. So a big part of this event from the very first one is distributing backpacks with school supplies in them. And we're noticing more than ever there's a demand for school supplies and essential resources for children and families. So it's a wonderful event. We're going to have lots of fun today. We have some performances, some games, haircuts, but we're really excited, and the turnout has been bigger than ever, I think.
My name is Kristen Wong-Tam. I'm the Member of Provincial Parliament for Toronto Centre, and I'm standing here in Barbara Hall Park right next to the 519 Community Center for their 7th annual backpack giveaway. We have so many families, over 1,000 families who've registered to receive their backpacks and their school supplies as they get ready to go back to school. There are games, there's performances, of course there's activities for the children, lots of that, and families are also lined up for their free, nutritious hot lunch. Events like this are incredibly important to our community. We know that after the pandemic, people have been struggling financially, and now with hyperinflation, it's even harder to stretch that dime into a dollar. So anytime that organizations like the 519 that can step up and support our neighborhoods and our working families in Regent Park, St. Jamestown, Moss Park, and right here at the Church in Wellesley Village is a great thing. It actually helps those families make ends meet by taking away the cost of the very expensive back-to-school supply. So we're really grateful for their ongoing work, to their board, their volunteers, and everyone who's come out to participate in this super fun day.
Hi everyone, my name is Paul Seguil. My pronouns are he, him, and I have the privilege of serving as the chair of the Board of Management at the 519 Community Center. Welcome to our annual Back to School Bash. This is a great celebration for our end of summer event with the community here. And we welcome all of us from the catchment, but also a lot of people from the 2S LGBTQ+ community, diverse families coming to the 519 and celebrating what's been a great summer and getting the kids ready for back to school in a couple of weeks. So obviously it's a great place to have fun. And the 519 is about creating safe and inclusive spaces for our community members, supporting a lot of our community members who may be having a hard time, making expenses meet. And so, we're giving away some backpacks, some back-to-school goodies. We're also giving away some toys and some free food. But all it is about is creating community, creating a place where people can feel belonging. And there's so many kids here from diverse backgrounds, people from our 2S LGBTQ+ community, from racialized communities, and we just want to create a safe and inclusive space here in the city of Toronto.
Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow's executive committee has adopted a plan that includes a number of revenue-generating measures the city could implement to address the financial pressures it is facing. On August the 24th, the committee considered a report from city staff that recommends exploring a municipal sales tax, a parking levy, and hikes in existing taxes like the vacant home tax and the land transfer tax on luxury homes. Members of the committee unanimously voted in favor of the report, which will now head to City Council for approval. City officials have warned that none of the revenue tolls being contemplated will be enough to deal with Toronto's troubled finances, and have said that urgent help is needed from other levels of government, particularly for areas where they have responsibility, such as refugees and housing. The executive committee also approved a recommendation from Mayor Chow to direct staff to draw up a plan for creating 25,000 new rent-controlled homes.
Today's motion really is to set another target on top of the Housing Now target, because we need to do more. And this is the 25,000 units of housing, rent control, rental buildings, and with a good number of them being affordable, 80% below market, and at least 10% of them, 1 out of 10 of them, being rent geared to income, so that we can begin to tackle more than 800 households per year that we're housing. Because as you know, there are 90,000 households waiting on our subsidy list. So it is my top priority. You've heard that before. Today's motion really is to ask staff to take necessary action, to coordinate all our effort, because we have the Toronto Housing of THCH Housing, Toronto Community Housing Corporation. We have Create TO, we have a housing secretariat, we have a planning team. We have 4 or 5 teams working. I want to make sure they work together. I want to make sure they coordinate it. that there's like a bit of a one-stop shop kind of approach. And I'm asking for the new deputy city manager, Jack Sharma. I believe he's here. Yes, by the way, welcome to Toronto. I know it's just a few days now, huh? We started. We want the deputy city manager to bring everything together and come back with a report before the end of the year so that we could have a coordinated approach. So together, let's build the affordable housing people need and deserve. And that is the motion in front of you. And I hope I can get your support.
3 injured in stabbing in Moss Park neighborhood. 3 people were injured in a stabbing incident in the Moss Park neighborhood on Monday, September 4th. Toronto police were called to the area of Queen Street East and Ontario Street at 12:30 p.m. for reports of someone being slashed with a weapon. Police said there was an altercation between a group of people and one person has been arrested. One man was taken to hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The 2 other victims were treated on the scene with minor injuries.
City of Toronto proclaims Overdose Awareness Day. On August 31st, the City of Toronto has proclaimed Overdose Awareness Day, aligned with the city's participation in International Overdose Awareness Day, the world's largest annual initiative to raise awareness of and end drug overdoses. The day is dedicated to fostering understanding without stigma, honoring those who have lost their lives to the drug toxicity crisis, and recognizing the pain and grief endured by families and friends who are left behind. At City Hall, a flag was raised to raise awareness of overdose and the stigma of drug-related death. The city also recognizes the continuous leadership of people with lived experience who build and continue to champion movements that reduce overdoses and drug-related harms.
I say this as someone who spent 12 years at City Council and several years on the Toronto Board of Health. I say this as someone who has represented the downtown east of Toronto and have watched the opioid, fentanyl, crystal meth crisis rage through my communities. To the frontline workers who are here, to the number of funerals that you have had to attend, to the remarkable work that you have done to support the community and to support individuals who the system was not able to support, I want to say thank you. You're carrying a lot of grief, and I know that that grief has a toll. And I recognize that the loss that you feel, that we all feel collectively, especially on days like this when we come together, can be overbearing. But I'm also very confident that by organizing, by coming together, by talking about the issue, by breaking down the stigma, by moving away from criminality and towards a health-oriented solution, we will be able to address the overdose crisis that we're seeing just in Toronto, Ontario, and Canada. This is a deeply personal issue. I have people in my life who I care about, who I love, who are struggling with their drug addiction. But before that, before the drug addiction, they were struggling with mental health. And they didn't get the support that they needed because the mental health system was so fragmented that I don't think we have much of a mental health system in Ontario, let alone any type of supports, actual real supports in time and need when people in crisis need it, when it comes to those who are living with addiction. So of course, the opiate crisis, the fentanyl crisis, and the challenges that we see in communities large and small, from the north to rural populations, to urban populations, continue to exist. And it won't change until governments, especially the Ontario government, takes action and recognizes the crisis on its door, that it's getting worse without their action. We all have to get louder. I know we do. I'm here with my colleague and dear friend, MPP Joe Andrew. Together, we will continue to fight with your help to ensure that this issue is brought to the House, and the stories that you are carrying individually with your family, with your community, is going to be brought into the House. And I would like to make sure that we do that with your support, because nothing is going to change until people listen.
Events in the Regent Park community. St. Jamestown Festival is coming on September the 9th. There will be arts, crafts, and games, food vendors, community info booths, live music, and dance. Save the date, September 9th. Things Falling Apart Theater Company invites you to see Just for a Moment, written by Tian Providence, featuring Deborah Maitland and Dre Walsh. Preview September 19th, opens September the 20th to September the 24th at 8 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 2:30 p.m. at the Haque Studio at 585 Dundas Street East at the Daniel Spectrum.
Hi, my name is Tian Providence, jazz host here at Radio Regent, and also host of the show Stage Left. I'm also a playwright, a director, and artistic director of the Things Falling Apart Theater Company, which is presenting the play Just for a Moment, a play written by me, it's also directed by me, at the Haque Studios, 585 Dundas Street East, from September 19th to the 24th. The place to be is the Haque Studio, and the place to be heard, to be listening to, is Radio Regent.
The Culture Bazaar is happening until Friday, October the 13th. Shop locally and support artisans and designers at 660 Dundas Street East from 4 to 9 p.m.
Cultural Bazaar has been going on since June 23rd. It's been happening every week. It's gonna go until October, the second week of October, and it's been going very well, and community been engaged, and the vendors are giving opportunity, and I'm looking forward to every Friday so to connect with the community as well.
How many vendors are participating this year?
So we have from 10 to 15. When there is something happening in the community, sometimes we get about 12, 15. We get until 20 sometimes as well, depend on what is happening in the event as well.
And all of them are members of the community?
Yes, all of them are who are living in Regent Park. We do check their address. This is the opportunity from SDP, so the opportunity for Regent Park people.
Excellent, thank you.
And we have the youth and adults who organize the event are from Regent Park as well.
And that's all for today's shows, folks. My co-hosts are Fred, Jabin, and we would also like to thank our team of researchers that contributed for this week's show. And from our studios at Focus Media Arts Center, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please follow our social media platforms. For more information, check out our website.